Hey guys, it's Anime Alternates here, and I am sorry I haven't posted in a while. I had a ton of schoolwork to do, and it was really hard to find time to write my scripts so I can, make the videos. But, yeah, this is What If Naruto Had Ice Release Part 4, and I hope you all enjoy. So, without further ado, roll the intro. Team 7 was currently walking to the Kage Tower. They had just completed a mission, and were going to go and report back to the Kage. Everyone in the team was doing their normal form, if what they were doing could be called normal. Naruto, as per usual, didn't say anything and just walked silently, while always observing his surroundings for any threats. Sakura was pestering Sasuke to go out with her, even after he said no several times, and very harshly at that too. And lastly, Sasuke was brooding, as per normal. "Hey Sasuke, do you want to go out with me?" Sakura said, blushing heavily. "No, why do you think I want to associate with someone so weak as you?" Sasuke sneered. Sakura then started tearing up and quickly turned to Naruto. "Naruto, ask me out!" she shrieked in a demanding tone. "Why?" Naruto responded in a cold voice. "Because you like me, that's why!" Sakura screeched again. "I don't actually think I do," Naruto replied. "I think you just want me to boost your self-confidence because, other than me, no one has ever asked you out, and all you get from Sasuke is harsh rejections. What you want is someone other than your parents to prove that they care about you. Let me tell you about something. I don't care about you. You are my teammate, and as such, I'm obliged to work together with you. But outside of that, I do not care about you. In fact, I almost forgot you existed," Naruto said. At first, Sakura felt extreme sadness, then confusion, before it all turned to hate and anger. Why shouldn't Naruto like me? He used to before, Sakura thought angrily. You probably like someone else now. I'll make them both pay, and then Naruto will know his place below everybody, including me. After all, he's a demon, right? That's what my mom told me, Sakura continued thinking. She then quickly cocked her fist back and raced towards Naruto and tried to punch him. As her fist neared Naruto's head, Naruto looked back slightly and directly into one of her eyes. It appeared as if his azure blue eyes flashed into an icy color for a second before she froze. In that instant, her entire body was frozen. She couldn't move, except her eyes. Her breathing was shallow. She then noticed his eyes. They were like that of a predator, cold and menacing. Sakura's heart sped up, and she started sweating. Naruto then just smacked her hand away and continued walking. "If you try that again, I won't stop myself from attacking back," Naruto called over his shoulder, in his usual cold voice. Sasuke's perspective. When did he get so powerful? I should have this power, not him. I need it to destroy Itachi. When I get my Sharingan, I'll force him to use all of his jutsu and then I'll copy them. Just you wait, Naruto. I will have your power, Sasuke thought and then continued on brooding. Regular perspective, 15 minutes later, the Hokage's office. Team 8, Guy, 10, and 10 were in the Hokage's office when Team 7 walked in. "Sasuke-kun!" Ino screeched, flying at Sasuke. She attempted to push Naruto out of her way, but as soon as she touched him, she recoiled with a loud "ow." "I don't like people touching me. Try and remember that," Naruto said, keeping his eyes on the third. "Oh really?" Kiba sneered. He walked up to Naruto. "What you gonna do about it?" He tried to shove him. Before he could, Naruto whipped around and grabbed both of Kiba's arms by the wrists. As soon as Naruto touched Kiba, he started yelping. After a few seconds, Naruto let go. The area around Kiba's wrists looked like they had been slightly burnt. "It's an ice burn," Naruto said in an emotionless voice. "Next time, if I say don't touch me, I mean it." After that, Naruto turns back towards Hiruzen. "What was that for?" Kurenai said angrily. When Naruto didn't respond, she spoke up again. I asked you a question. You're a genin and I'm a jonin, so you're required to answer. It's how authority works. Yes, I heard you, Naruto said. But I didn't have to answer. While you may be a jonin, my sensei is still here and is my direct authority. After the third, of course. So unless he says something, unless he says I have to answer, I don't have to say anything. Almost all eyes turn to Kakashi. I think you should answer, Naruto, Kakashi said. Is that a suggestion, Kakashi-sensei? Naruto asked, once again throwing Kakashi under the bus. Please answer, Naruto, Kakashi said with finality. Naruto nodded slightly and turned back to Kurenai. Why did Kiba try and push me? That was a question, not an answer, Kurenai snarled. I assume you haven't heard the expression, answer a question with another question, Naruto replied in a respectful tone, but the words were dripping with sarcasm. His face was devoid of any expression, so the respectful tone and the sarcasm confused a lot of people listening. Naruto, Kakashi said in a warning tone. Naruto just sighed and turned back to Kurenai. I don't like people touching me, plain and simple. I told Kiba not to touch me and he ignored that. Before he touched me, I retaliated. And that's all. Well, we finished our mission for today, so you can go now, Naruto, Kakashi said. Naruto nodded and performed the half-ram hand seal before disappearing in a wind body flicker. Asuma's eyes widened. He's a wind user? Kakashi sighed and replied, Actually, he has ice release, which means he has both wind and water release. That's still no reason he should be rude and attack his classmates, Kurenai said, still angry. If you remember, Kurenai, Kiba attacked him first, Kakashi said. What about Ino? Kurenai replied. Well, 1, she did try and shove him aside, and 2 is an automatic defense. When someone touches him, they get ice burns, Kakashi replied. Well, that's enough for today. Everyone dismissed, Hiruzen said, cutting in. Sometimes I think I'm too old for this job, he said, after everyone left. Everyone didn't see, but there was someone standing behind a hidden door, listening to their entire conversation. Damn that Jinchuriki, Danzo said as he walked away. Too hard to control. Well, one way or another, I will find a way to control him. I can be sure of that. Anyway guys, thanks for listening, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.